we go. All yiggity. And we're back. You know what it is. So we're just going to get right into it, man. As goes California, goes the rest of the country, except when it comes to black reparations. So we got, once again, California playing in our faces, prioritizing non citizens over foundational black Americans. I don't know if y'all heard about this, but now they got a proposal for undocumented immigrants to receive $150,000 in state proposed home loans with no down payment required. Dang,
What?
what we get? Like 25,000
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was it. Little. Yeah, that was a
what was
little
that?
5,000.
And that was it was a voucher at first. And then when they went to the cash, they was like, "Yeah, that's discrimination.
They did say that's discrimination.
You're going to the black residence. That's discrimination."
Now it's time for court.
Ed Blum.
Hey, we is live though.
Yeah, we live. I know. He said through the look. So it said it wasn't by chance that residents and research black people are neatly aware, said Muhammad, the LA resident who often goes by Friday Jones. There's a sense of feeling that people are being moved out. Black people know when they're being abused. And so eloquently, like Mr. Von Savage said, I don't think y'all do. I don't.
Straight up.
It's sad. We stopped at that point and we had an epiphany that either A, we need to call out all the people involved with the king coonery around here, or B, ask the question: do you know when you're being insulted? Do you know when you're being villainized? Do you know when you're being hypersexualized? Do you know when you're being made a mockery of? Do you know when people ain't talking to you? Do you hear people saying stuff that you think is related to you and you just fill in the blanks as if they was really talking to you, but they didn't really say that?
Right.
Because that's what a lot of that I see going on here. Like we was just watching the Plies video, which is also terrible. We gonna have to hit y'all with that too. But this report right here just talks about, they say so goes California, so goes the rest of the world. The rest of the country. So funny, not with these reparations though, right? Y'all want to copy everything except for when it comes to something for foundational Black Americans, which is idiotic. Like y'all basically, so it's got to be one or two scenarios. This is what I come up with, y'all. It's my theory. Put my tinfoil Kofi hat on. So either you're bringing in these military age men and few females, because it's looking like a whole bunch of men. Have you noticed that?
I seen a couple with a I seen a couple with the little kids. Who's dropping the babies over the fence?
No, I'm just saying, but like mostly though, it's a bunch of working age men. And you would say to yourself, like, why would a country do that? Like, oh, two reasons. They're bringing them to take a stand against the current population of desirables that they want to get rid of, overtake, and overthrow, right? Because they definitely ain't finna let them in if they think there was going to be any threat to their own society. But that's not how they society see it, right? But I thought this was interesting too. On the same note, I got this other article that kind of ties into that.
We
This
got
is
my man tapping in. He said
oh
B1. Yeah, I
B1 in
got
the
some
house.
comments going on over there,
Oh,
bro.
my fault, y'all. I didn't see y'all over there. Fonzo Weebay, what's popping, B? How you feeling? I wanted to tie that into this one right here. It says this to get a little bit more in depth about what they're specifically doing for undocumented immigrants during the
Very
president
specific now. Very specific.
during the presidential race. And while y'all all talking about y'all trying to argue with sane people that's asking regular questions that they should about somebody who's supposed to be running for president, y'all doing all this deflecting and this wax on and wax off.
They worried about the twerking of Megan Thee Stallion's buttocks.
Right. It says first in the nation, California proposal could make undocumented immigrants eligible for up to 150,000 in state proposed home loans, just as immigration has become an incendiary topic in the political election. So even the paper, like, fam, y'all really want to do this right now? Like, it's an incendiary. The topic is on fire. Y'all really want to propose giving illegals $150,000 right now? It says the measure is likely to pass. Do they talk this optimistically about anything that has to do with us?
Never. Not even when it's a committee.
The measure is likely to pass the California legislation this week, where Democrats enjoy superior majority in the state and has the largest share of undocumented immigrants in history. So while they over there telling y'all, man, we can't put no money in it. Nah, we could do something else other than money.
Or where we gonna get the money from?
Where the
Where it
money?
gonna come from?
Because they already thinking about the 150,000 they giving to Julio and them. Playing in your whole face.
And y'all
Rubbing
ain't
it
even
in.
tripping.
No. Y'all out here, y'all turning down for what with Little John? That's what you're doing.
With your chucks and your pearls on.
Did you see Little John? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dang, man. That's
All these tethers to come in and step and fetch for y'all. Are
fair.
you not entertained?
No, but why you hit me with the yeah though? That sums up like the ratchetness of the whole yeah. That's like go out and vote. Yeah. Like
Right.
that's sick, y'all. That's sick, fam. And then the skit, let me just touch this real quick before I go on. You know, abstaining is an option, right? You do not, it's only two people to vote for now. It's only two. No, there's actually other people on the ballot too. You got little goofball with the what's the goofball with
Cornell West.
Cornell. You got is Jill Stein still running or something? Or there's other people too, fam. When I vote for one of them, it's like a vote for Trump. That is the most idiotous thing that I've ever heard. How in any form of matter, space, and time is a non something a something for something else, and that don't even exist.
Right.
It's just that's just dumb saying it. Not voting for her and like voting for Trump. No, it's not. No way,
Right.
shape, or form. Where did that come? Where did that become cool for people to say that? Where did that come from? Who did you hear saying that? And you like, yeah, they're right. They're right there. Anyway,
We got another view. Somebody else tapped in, fam. Decided to say something. We see y'all look a win.
glad I
Where
called.
y'all tapping in from?
The whole thing is a monkey show. It is a monkey show. Indeed, it is. That's what I'm saying. No, what it is actually. Now y'all heard it. You hearing it here? Like just my hypothesis because I be thinking sometimes. But this is kind of like that Black Civil War unintentional. I'm gonna go ahead and get deep on you real quick here, because what is showing you is that some people don't have critical thinking skills. I even got exposed to what it means to be intelligent, right? And scholars and smart people all agree that there's four core elements of intelligence, right? It's being able to grasp, complex ideas. It's being able to. It's about four things. But when I heard them, I'm like, y'all ain't doing none of that. Y'all throwing all that out the window. Do I got
Hmm.
do I got to get the definition of intelligence, like, to really kind of break it down? Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do for my viewers, because I want y'all to be informed. Because sometimes you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. Sometimes you can't just argue with idiots. You know what I learned to do? I just learned to let people have that. You try it out. It feels good too. Like when you know somebody don't know what they talking about, you just let them have that, right? It says so. Just check this out real quick, y'all. It says the ability to acquire and apply knowledge, something you know, and do it skillfully. So the ability to acquire and applied knowledge and skills, right? So you would think that a person that, I don't know, been studying this for about 4, 5, even probably longer years now, and that done took in the knowledge of all the tidbits of what somebody done said and what they ain't said and what they said they ain't gonna do with their whole chest. Not only for black people. No, I heard that. And guess what I'm doing? I'm applying that. And, and I guess it's a skill because a lot of people ain't doing it. There you go, right there. I think I just kind of answered my question on why. You know what I'm saying? Why people
Yeah,
ain't getting
yeah.
it? Because y'all ain't applying the skills, man. Intelligence can be defined as a general mental ability for reasoning, problem solving, and learning.
Right, right,
Because of
right.
it, because of its general nature, intelligence integrates cognitive functions such as perception, attention, memory, language, and planning. Mm. Come on now.
Planning.
And guess what I'm planning not to do? Participate in a process that's not beneficial to me.
These
Because,
nuts 2024.
because to be manipulated by fear, boy, you better cast your vote. That Project 2025 is coming now. You better watch out for Project 2025. Your mama gonna die.
Y'all going back to slavery now.
Slavery right around the corner. What,
Instantly now. You going to instantly turn into slaves now.
the chains is gonna be on your Project 2025.
Right away now there.
Okay, that's the scare tactic. Then you got the Steve Harvey and the Plies and the what's his name? Ricky Smiling.
Oh, he's another one.
Don't y'all want to see? Don't y'all want to see a HBCU get the White House? Y'all better do your research. You can look it up online. What Kamala Harris did for black people. Y'all ask for something. Why y'all asking for something? Y'all must hate black women's. What? What are you talking about, bro?
Right, right.
What? that and it's insulting. Know when y'all being insulted, when somebody's insulting your character and your intelligence and saying you don't know what you know.
Don't forget he right there with Uncle Luke.
Oh, if you
Like,
this Uncle Luce in the space the other day, he had the nerve to say this. I know you don't, but I be on it. He say, "Well, yeah, cause I'm Caribbean. That mean Malcolm X and Farrakhan is tethers too." No, Luke. They have a track record of sacrificing for the people. Te-
period.
Tether is an action, is what you're doing right now, cooning for Kamala Harris. That's tethering. It's an action. It's not a label. There's there's African writers. Not every we don't speak in absolutes. It can't be true. Not everybody's a coon like you, right? Like it's just not the way it works. But for those who are actively seeking to undermine the efforts of foundational Black Americans in our own country, we don't go nowhere else in the diaspora, swindle ourselves in, and then begin to tell those people what they don't deserve to get. We don't do that. It just doesn't happen on the same side. So y'all's tethers, and we got coons. Guess what we do with our coons? We call the coons out. You can't be cooning. Like, we don't deal with you on that. Fam, you cooning, fam. We just straight like that. You know all the coons. Why? Because we ostracize them. That's why you know them. Because we give them names. We point out what they do. We tell you these people are actively, and guess what we found out? Just so happened, most of the coons was tethers.
You know what I'm saying?
Dig that. It's funny how that worked too, right? Claude Ashton lectures and Black Americans. What's up, man? Thanks for stopping in.
Hold
Anyway,
on, there's a gang of comments over here,
yeah,
fam. What you
I'm saying I
talking about,
can't.
man? They tapping in, y'all.
I'm cooking, and you got to do the looking. I'm cooking. All right.
Hey, B1, y'all.
So
FBA B1.
right. Be one to the family. But anyway, now dig this though, y'all. The Democrats' hopeful presidential nominee, who everybody kept tossing their name around, Gavin Newsom, a top surrogate for President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. You heard that? Top surrogate, top man, the man, right there. Declined to say whether he would sign the measure if it was clear to the State House by August 31st's deadline. He would likely make a decision while Republican nominee Donald Trump criticized Harris over the influx of immigrants in the U.S. border earlier in the Biden's tenure. Harris, in her DAC acceptance speech Thursday, said that the country can live up to its proud heritage as a nation of immigrants. Was y'all listening to the same speech? These dudes that got riled all up after this speech, like she just ate and left no crumbs. Fam,
Right.
what was you listening to?
Period. What did you hear?
I heard her came. I ain't see her hear the whole thing, but right away in the beginning, I heard her came out. Well, you know, my mama Goop Papadopoulos and I were Sanjay and Gupta, and she was talking all Indian Swindian. I ain't
I
hear.
promise you,
I ain't
fam.
hear not. I didn't hear her say one time, "I'm a proud black woman."
No,
Not once.
no.
I heard her say "woman of color" though. Tricked y'all fools. Heard her say that though.
Hmm.
Never once did. What? I thought she was ski. I thought she was that.
Man had it on in the sports bar.
She didn't represent for her people. Say, yeah, and I'm a proud, strong. I embrace my black heritage. I ain't hear none of that. I ain't hear no,
Didn't hear about the green story no more.
no,
Cooking
no.
them in, washing them in the bathtub. No, no, no.
Hey, that's one. Hold up, that's one of the examples. I'm glad you brought that up. That's actually one of the examples of like cognitive dissonance. Like black people who, after they heard that story, still somehow thought she was black after that. You playing, fam. You overriding your whole black instincts to believe that. I'm gonna just give you that.
Period.
Like you had this gut feeling when you heard that, like, ugh.
Red flag.
You was like, ugh, tub. But she do, and then you justified it too. Look, well, she is Jamaican and Indian. It's like,
You ain't never hold on. Ain't no black grandmama said go down the block and ask Kamala and them if you can help us cook the greens that you just washed in your bathtub. Yep, we need some of them. From miles around, all around the community, Big Mama said we need Kamala's greens. Cause hey baby, could you go down there to Kamala's and ask her about some greens, baby? Big Mama don't know how to cook no greens, baby. So we need Indian Spindian to come do the curry green for us.
they don't even know how to cook greens, fam. And
Come
then
on,
she couldn't have
fam.
got it from nobody in her dad's side, because I doubt that they was down in Jamaica cooking greens the couple times that she went down there to visit too. Like that's a whole fabricated story that if you actually believe that, you're lying to yourself, and then you want us to believe that you're lying to yourself, and you're mad at us because we don't believe in lying to ourselves. It's a crazy dynamic. It goes on to say, um, while the California proposal targets prospect home buyers and not new immigrants, it would nevertheless carry a political risk for Harris by providing fodder for Trump. No, fodder for Trump. What about us? They see they going with the back and forth. They don't even care about the people. This is no longer even about the people. Like whatever color you is at this point, right? Like like they're not even they y'all people is out to question now. They talking about it's just gonna give Trump some little leeway now to get on the neck now. What so what about the see even the citizens, like nobody cares about the citizens no more. This is finna become uh, immigration metropolis. Says Trump campaign spokesman Caroline Levitt called the bill fundamentally unfair, but typical Democrat policy. Mm. Notice how she said it's unfair.
Right.
But when you talk about reparations, oh, what that is unconstitutional. It
Yeah,
is it is
the
unformidable.
forefathers did
Yeah,
not have this in mind. It
yeah.
goes against everything the forefathers stood for.
They just gave her them a quick little, it's fundamentally unfair. It's kind of fundamentally. Just we'll breeze past that, but y'all not stopping it though. So they gonna vote for it. Anything so that we don't get anything. They're gonna do it. It says in California, Republican lawmakers has also pushed back. GOP Assembly Joe Patterson, who represents largely suburban district north of Sacramento, said the committee hearing in the summer that he was just can't get behind using our limited dollars for people who are in this country undocumented. Why don't they see even they get so when it's black people, thugs, criminals, super predators, then instead of saying illegals and saying what it really illegal aliens that have invaded our nation's security, that this country has some undocumented. That's like you almost complicit with it. Where's all this strong, rough, tough Republican stuff when you're talking about them? I just keep it consistent. Anyway, so the bill authors is Fresno Democrat Jacqueline Abarela, sounds like a tether. A Rambula, that sounds like a tether. Democrat Jacqueline. Let me see who that is, because it don't even sound Mexican. Real quick, like hold on.
Hold on.
If that's a tether pushing this agenda,
Yeah,
oh
look at
wow,
this right here. You see this
no,
right here?
no, that's who it is. He looked
Yeah.
like a second generation, like Dominican or something. No, papi, I know black papi.
You will not get reparations just by being black. What is you talking about, guys?
No, you won't. It's not race based. It's not race based. It is lineage based. That is correct. So we found that out with Evanston, uh, Illinois, when they gave black residents the housing grants. That's why they was able to sue. So we learned that lesson already. And if I was a betting man or a strategic man, I was probably just thrown out there to just to show people what they gonna do, because you know what you can't discriminate on, uh, status and lineage.
Yeah, but lineage is FBA.
That's right. That's why they don't. That's why people don't like us delineating. You guys are divisive. You guys are divisive. Anyway, um, just to give y'all some receipts, man. Y'all be thinking that we just be saying stuff. Well, guess what? I bought a real receipt. Let me give you Exhibit A. This was a receipt left by a migrant at a store in Chicago. And allow me to show you what it says. It says approved purchase $957. EBT food stamp balance $5,875. Cash, the cash though, 6,700. And this was at the this is on Halsted, South Halsted. I used to stay over on the south side, man. Come on, man. 6404 South Halsted at the Fair Play Foods. They spending 900. They're spending $957 at the Fair Play Foods, fam. When the last time you went to the store and spent $957? What could they be buying with $957? Are they funding a food truck? Where they get a where they
Hmm.
get a food truck from and they just got here? You got a
Hmm.
food truck. Did you pay for any of the registration or the regulations or the insurance or the
How?
what?
When you not a citizen?
How you get registered?
Things that make you go hmm.
So you done hollered at the
Hmm.
health department and all that, or you just out here making fajitas, free balling?
Freestyling with extra dog meat.
So you telling me that asada ain't really asada?
That's all I'm trying to tell you.
Is
You
that
know
what you
they
telling me?
That's
What you,
all I'm telling you. You see
man,
them like India got all the dogs running around and the animals, they're all in the street. You don't see that in Mexico like that.
fam?
Why not?
This is all I'm saying, fam. Y'all think it's a game. Y'all think it's a game. This is you out here trying to make it connect and put it together and rob Peter to pay Paul and making payment arrangements. And your boy got 5,800 in EBT though. How many months? How long do you eat? How big is that family? Jeez. Is that back pay? Like, what's that?
Right.
That's you just got here and you exist pay? What is that? Oh, that's that we gotta help y'all rise above the Negroes pay.
We need your vote pay.
That's that you wouldn't survive on this country if you had to get it from the mud. And in order to keep black people at the bottom, we got to give y'all a leg up above them. That's what that
And,
is, y'all.
and I'm telling you, and you're hoping that's why the Democrats usually do it in hoping to curry for the vote, and then they don't even vote for y'all.
They vote Republican.
Hmm.
That's what they do. They get your money and spit on you and go vote for. I vote Trump. I vote for Trump. I like Trump. This why you can't come up, fam. This why it ain't no after school programs. This why it ain't no more instruments in school for kids to play. This why it ain't no more wood shop. Ain't no wood shop. You want
Oh
to be
yeah,
able?
we know about the houses because we did the houses in the beginning. That's what this whole thing's about.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
what.
Dr.
Yeah,
Claude Anderson.
yes, that's what this whole thing is about. I'm just showing y'all the amounts that these fools is getting,
Yeah,
man.
they're getting houses. This is room and board. I mean, cashed out. You got the 150,000 house voucher. He got $7,000 in cash, $7,000 in food stamps after just spending 900 hours.
You know they got their whole rent paid for a year. You know they got all type of Walmart and Target gift cards for clothing.
La Quintas before that, while they getting ready.
Man, this is but but
Pizza
but
Hut.
but this is what a person to argue you down for. This is the administration right now. They're giving them this right now, y'all.
Right
Kamala,
now,
Kamala giving them this right now.
without no vote.
Right now.
Don't
So
gotta wait till she get back in.
so do you think this is gonna stop or intensify when she get in there? I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I've been really tossing the fact around. Like, cause I don't really care either way, but I might just vote for Trump just to ensure that the DNC do not win. I was thinking about it. I'm just gonna float that out there though. I don't care about Trump. I'm not a Trump supporter or nothing like that. Like in protest, like against y'all, because for somebody else, they ain't got a chance to get win. Go ahead, let the orange dude do whatever he gonna do. Everybody all scared. Like we just did that for years. Like nothing happened. The world didn't explode. Nothing happened. Yeah, I was all happy over them little stimmies, wasn't you? You the stimmy. Anyway, um, but as a protest though, like I really want the Democrats to feel it. And I want to stand up proud too. Like it was black man's fault. It was black people's fault you didn't get in. It was our fault. You didn't get in. You didn't deserve it. Like I really real like man. And that's the only reason I'm not gonna do it because I'm well as a Gemini, I'm tossed between two things. In one token, I could say, um, but it's not a manipulation because I'm motivated by something, right? And I'm not scared. I'm doing it out of anger and vindictive. But then in the other sense, it's like, well, that's just an emotion too. The same which could be used like as fear. So you know what I mean? So couch, just sit it on out. Shit. I'm just sit it all out.
That's all.
That's it.
Chilling.
Cause that is a choice. And I'm cool with that. But if I really wanted to get petty, and see, I've been trying to not be so petty. That's the thing about it. I'm trying to change my ways because that's really petty.
It's
You
super
know,
petty.
that's yeah, and I'm there. Yeah, it's petty. Like I'm finna vote for Trump. Oh, you little monkey ass. I'm finna vote for Trump. Nah.
I still say this: vote for whoever you feel is going to do something for you. I ain't never going to tell the next man because we not going to black the same.
Right. I mean, he haven't said. I mean, there's some consolation prizes. It wouldn't be all a bad thing. It ain't like perceivably voting for, my demise like some other people are. Like on the Democratic side, it's like they're actually telling you what they're gonna do by not telling you nothing.
Right.
I don't think people know how to read between that line. Like if they're not mentioning you, you're not included. We already know people of color, disadvantaged communities. Though that don't mean you, fam. If they don't say black, it ain't you. And it got to be foundational Black American or freedmen in the political term, freedmen. If they're not talking about freedmen, descendants of slaves, no, they ain't talking about you, fam. Anyway, I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm emoji Folger scold you about being on cold. He said, I mean, the migrants are starting to show the young brothers of Chicago that they're the real enemy. I'm sure. I'm sure it's dude.
Oh,
I
they
made
got all the gun money, fam. You got all the gun money. You can rob the gun shop. You don't got no prosecution, and you can run rampant. You can run the red lights. You can smoke your weed. The faggot cops can't stop me.
yeah, they're just DMXing out here like they straight belly out
You
there.
know what I'm saying?
They can do whatever they want to do. He said, wherever Jesus, Allah, Buddha, fraud, and the kind. Um, what is that? What kind of conversation did developed over there?
Well, because like it's all a con. Like black people don't have no spirituality. Like we don't have no spirituality. You at least come from the 5%er side that we gods or something. You like, nah, we just nothing. We
No,
don't have no higher
you know
nothing.
what?
You don't think we're no higher power, cuz you don't think we have no higher energy, no higher vibrations than any other race?
You know
Nah,
what?
you sound tetherish to me, cuz.
You know what?
You sound tetherish to me,
I
cuz.
was gonna say that's the problem, but it's the gift and the curse. We the most, the most
Yeah,
spirit.
we the most caring, we the most compassionate, we're the
Period.
most empathetic, sympathetic, fam.
The reason why we in the position we in today,
It
because we
is
didn't
the gift and the curse because we kind hearted, because we got love for our people, P.
we didn't
Even when
invited
they doing
everybody
wrong.
to the cookout.
Yeah, that's the everybody to the cookout.
That's they didn't we didn't invited everybody to the cookout.
All of it's BS. So you don't believe in nothing. You just was here. So you was a monkey. You came from monkeys. See, now I know you a tether because you came from monkeys. Cause see, you's a monkey. see, see, this is when Cuz was talking about you got to ignore people. Well, you can't be debating with folks when you know what you know. You monkey Negro, I'm not hearing nothing you talking about. Harlem Crip over here. I knew you was a monkey. So you don't think following a gang fam is monkeyish? That's tether behavior. Shut up. You wasn't in the show, obviously, when we was talking about intelligence, was you?
Yeah, intelligence.
So you one of them baboons that Professor Black Truth be talking about, that Jason Black be referring to, that Tariq be talking about. Don't have no intelligence, fam.
No, those are time wasting tethers. That's what you call it.
You smell me?
Time wasting tethers. Well, listen, we ain't gonna hold you, but I'm emoji folder scold you about being on cold. Listen, man, it's your thing. Do what you want to do. I can't tell you who to sock it to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got choices, man. Everybody got life to live, man. Do the best ones for you, but just know when you're getting played. Like, just at least know that. Like,
At least know that.
at least know that, man. At least
Or when
know,
you talking to a coon and a buffoon.
or at least know, like that too. That too. But I'm just saying that at least know when somebody ain't got your best interest. I don't know, man. It's life is life, man. Um, real quick though, like I'm gonna just run this past y'all though, because I be thinking sometimes. Have you been seeing this stuff about the ice wall?
What?
Man, there's some maps, fam. And I know like the internet gets to this weird place. And this is the mind trying to rationalize different things, but they got it where like, our world is right here, then the ice wall, then there's other rivers and other countries, and they're named like familiar stuff, and like since I retain a lot of information, I could do a little recalling. I don't know if it's something for smart dudes like me to geek out on, but the theory goes that space ain't space, but it's a big it's big land like we don't got access to, because like we don't know nothing about Antarctica. You can't go down. You're like, just like we don't know nothing about that. And they were talking about the firmament. If you talk about Bible, right? Because I take information from a lot of places, but the Bible speaks of the firmament and breaking through it and blah blah blah. And then this all the weird stuff going on with the moon landing and the people involved. Like you can go down this rabbit hole. But I said that to say, you know how we are, they always speak about us being in a simulation or something like that.
Right.
Um, maybe not so much a simulation, but like a controlled environment. Because you got to kind of wonder. Like I know every at least black person wonders, like, is this what it really is? Like, you come up, you exist in a world where you're like the most hated group. Like it's almost unfathomable, and people cling on to um their escapism, their football, their video games, their TV shows, their whatever, to stay distracted from like what's really going on. And it all starts to come out with what's closest to you, which is like your president or your mayor or your governor, you know what I'm saying? These different levels of authority that go up so far that you don't even really know. You don't really know who's in control. You don't know what's going on. What we do media. We
Right.
don't know nothing really. From what we don't know nothing. Everything could be a lie. Everything could be set up. All the TV shows we done watched, all the commercials we done watched, done formed all the opinions in the ways that we think right now today. And we, like people like you and I, had to go against a lot of societal norms to break free from that thinking. It's hard to do. So I try to have a little compassion for the people who do not know, because you don't want to know. And I understand, fam.
Yeah, you don't want to know.
You don't want to know, fam. Once you put these glasses on, fam, once you see that, it ain't no going back, fam.
El Negro Coonberry.
It ain't no going back, fam. It ain't no going back. It's kind of like the Matrix, man. You better think about what pill you want to take, or ignorance can be bliss, and you can keep eating that steak.
Well, look. What's so funny is they was just in the comment section talking about West Coast Negroes, and I was defending them like, nah, fam. We over here kind of on the West Coast, fam. West Coast. I'm sorry, not East Coast. We kind of on the West Coast, fam. You know what I'm saying? So no, they waking up and whoop de whoop, and then here comes fam. I'm West Coast treetop playboy, acorn waterfront crip, and I put that on your mama. Shut up. I was just defending your goofy. So my apologies, y'all. I gotta
Right.
listen more. Y'all was telling me that these West Coast Negroes is weirdos, and they some of the first that need to go. Just make sure when we run through them, y'all remember that we do got some stomp down stand ups over here on the West Coast.
It is a lot of them. I mean, listen, man, that's everybody in every hood, man. Like, it's tough to grasp these concepts. Use the memory and apply the knowledge. Especially when it's not popular to do so. When there's so many other outlets to allow you to do otherwise, it takes a strong will and a conviction to survive, I guess. And it's all about how you want to
Oh, I
survive.
agree. They don't deserve nothing. Man, they having a good conversation over here in the comments, P. Y'all going wild over here. Hey, I agree. They don't deserve nothing.
Who don't
Nothing.
deserve nothing?
I just was talking about Tyson was like, how big is the family? It listen, P, it don't you that's I don't care how big the family is. You don't see all them dividends, cuz? That's a whole fat stack. What you got a family of 20?
Man, that's a lot of food stamps, fam. Most people don't even get that in a year, dude.
I'm trying to told you, P. I'm
Man,
trying
what's
to
what, what's
told
the
you,
regular
P.
food stamps between 300 and 500, right? So let's say it's
Maybe.
500.
Yeah, let's give it 500 for the month.
That's 5,000. That's six. So they didn't gave them the
6,000.
whole year.
That's 6,000,
What I'm
P.
saying, that's what I'm saying. They didn't gave them the whole year up front.
Right. Come on now.
Wow. They get so what you saying is it ain't gotta be no process for the bread. You can get it all right away. It ain't gotta be chunked out. It ain't got to be pieced out monthly. We can give it to you all at once on a debit card.
Hold on, and don't forget, fam just already spent 900. So that means you had 7,000 plus. That means you had like $7,600, P.
They probably had way more than that. Yeah, probably because that purchase right there was like for 27, and the other was like for 900 or something. Like he forgot something, so he basically spent 1,000 like it wasn't nothing.
Hey, and then that says the 15th. You smell me? So that means it was in the middle of the month. So you been
Damn.
done had them.
Mm-mm-mm.
Fam said, how is voting for Trump petty, fam? He got a question for you.
Well, in my case, I can't speak for anybody else, but I would be doing it from a place of pettiness because I despise how the Democrat Party is taking advantage of black people, and a lot of black people don't see it. I don't. They have these illusions of the grandeur of some fake black women becoming president. Like that's the idiot. She not black. She said what she wasn't gonna do. It seemed like nobody knows that. All the channels, all the black media, all we didn't try to do, all the reels, we didn't try to put it out here for everybody to see it. But people don't know. We're screaming it from the top, from the rooftop. She ain't black. She ain't gonna do nothing for us. She Indian. Just because she went to the HBCU don't mean nothing.
White people go there. We seen some white students at Howard University. What? Hold on. What HBCU did she go to?
Well, look,
Howard University.
but to answer your question though, fam, I'm not going to vote out of pettiness because at the end of the day, it's an emotion just like fear, and it's another form of manipulation. And I it really doesn't matter either way. Because one thing about it is there's nothing I can do to stop the process from happening. That's one. The process is going to happen. There's going to be an election and somebody's going to win that joint. Right? Me, I don't want to vote for Trump being petty to Kamala because that's the same as you niggas voting for Kamala because you so-called scared of Trump. That's the same thing.
The same thing.
I'm not doing it. I'm not finna be moved off of no emotion.
And you're not getting no tangibles.
Yeah.
From neither side. The whole thing is about cut the check or hit the deck. It's not about this emotional response, Pete. It's about getting something for your vote.
It's still time left. If Trump said met with Tariq or met with Ice Cube or something and laid out no political jargon, no lift all programs. See, like I was hearing, I forgot who said this, but Trump could become the greatest president in American history if he gave black people reparations.
Period.
He would be greater than Abe Lincoln, who so-called freed the slaves. He'd be greater than that. Then guess what America will be able to do? All right, we gave y'all bread. We're done with you niggas.
Period.
We're done with you. All's fair.
Period.
We're good. Right? If they say he's doing something like that, I'll probably be motivated to vote. I'm not finna vote for no consolation prizes because he gonna get all the immigrants out and all of that. And
Well, cuz right here, Dr. Claude has a consolation prize of what about abortion? They killed
man,
19 million black babies from abortion. They give abortions for
guess
free.
what? Hold on, wait a
What
minute.
the hell?
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me speak on this.
Go ahead.
If you goofball Negroes and Negrettes attend the DNC convention and there's vasectomy and abortion vans outside, that's on y'all. That's on y'all. That's y'all dumb. That's another example of y'all don't know that y'all being insulted and played with and genocided against. How loud can I scream it to other people who don't see that they're being killed? Then what I'm supposed to do about that? I don't care about that. If that's your little ratchet self, if that's your form of birth control, then that might be population control, and you might need to go anyway. You might need
Period.
you might need to sever that. We might not need none of them.
Bottom line.
You might not need none of them.
It's that serious, P.
You might not need none of them.
Hey, Dr. Claude, fam, you got to look around from
If
your
you,
right to your left.
yeah,
And
if you
even in your family, you got to realize them rights and them lefts might not be going with you, sir.
exactly like we might not need none of them. Like if y'all dumb enough to let them have them trucks out there and still support them, ain't nothing I can say.
So now he's saying, then vote for a Republican then.
I'm not finna.
Because
They're
he
not
said
saying.
vote against abortion, and so that's voting against the DNC for over there for the Republicans.
But
You
that's
got the
another emotion.
Democrats.
Look, that's another emotional vote.
That's what I said. The
I'm not doing that.
consolation prize.
I'm not doing that. Give me something. My vote's for sale. It's a
Personally,
transaction.
something directed, directed, directed specifically for us. That's what we want for our vote.
Right down the middle.
Specifically for us. That's what you're going to get from our vote. And until then, you will not get no vote. I don't care about no gay marriage, cuz that's not my problem. What is you talking about? I ain't got a problem with no gays as long as they say they're black first, as long as they get on code and they vote black first.
Marcel Dixon.
Marcel Dixon.
Poster child for on code LGBTQ or LBGT, whatever. On code, though. Black first.
No, not all the community don't think they not black, fam. I'm talking about there are Marcel Dixon. We just said that. He don't even talk about that, fam. He don't even bring that up, cuz.
That's because that's his lifestyle. That's his bedroom activities. And he doesn't talk about his bedroom lifestyle activities when he's talking about business for black people.
Okay, that's okay. They're saying they gave black people, black Americans abortion rights. Just like they can say on the other side, we just took the abortions from y'all. We just gave y'all what y'all wanted. Now that was reparations. Now, black people, we stopped them from killing y'all now. That's a trick bag, fam. That's all trick bag language. That's why we need to stay on code, stay on the mission, which is cut the check. Stop all these consolation booby prizes.
Right. The money with the check cutting solves it all. And you can tell that's what it needs to be because they dancing and skipping around, trying to do everything in the world but that. But not for Julio and them, though.
Cut the check.
Not for, and that's what y'all should be mad about. That's why we do what we do. That's why they stifle our messages. That's why you won't see people like us with a, first of all, because people watch, don't like, don't comment, don't share. You know what I'm saying? Take the information in and don't talk about it amongst everybody else. That's what needs to happen. Like, y'all know the information. It's other people that don't know. That needs to be shared. Not saying push it on them, but put it on your timeline. If they tap in, they tap in.
Period.
Right? How else is this gonna work? Like, we don't got the reach and the push. We ain't got YouTube backing us.
And you know that.
Like, they're just not doing it. Like, this and this, like Tariq was saying the other day, man. Like, this is a thankless game. Like, you gotta have conviction for this. We just doing this for nothing. Like, we don't care about black people. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Like we're just doing this for nothing. Like,
You see our face out here.
yeah, it's just because we care about what's going on with our people, because everybody should be informed. Yeah, I called him Julio on that
I,
one.
I get it. I get what fam saying. The benign policies. That's why we sitting on the bench, fam. That's what I'm talking about. You accepting kibbles and bits. You want Mexican jumping beans and now and laters, cuz we not accepting that no more. Hold. We need to be holding the line. Every time they offer us some garbage that ain't a check, hold. Yeah, I know it look good, y'all, but no, hold. Yeah, oh, they just gave us abortion right. Hold.
Hey, he said, I'll share all B1 info with my daughter, who is a freshman at Howard. She is well informed. Your messages are appreciated. Thank you, sir. I appreciate
Blessings to
that.
you.
Blessings, sir. And we was around Howard getting it in, weren't we?
We was. We was at Howard. We done walked in P to the community, the
Yeah.
real B1 stomp downs.
Yeah. Stop by that
If
McDonald's right in
any
the
of
middle
y'all
of the
was at the
joint.
reparations rally, then y'all seen us there. We was there in the place to be.
At the reparations
We
rally.
serious about this, P.
Yeah, dog. Real serious. Anyway, man.
Make sure y'all check out the documentary then.
Yeah.
Abolish the Slave Patrol.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know how that slipped my mind.
We got a Patreon. It's
Patreon.
out now. That's in the description.
Keep it P raw. Go holla at that.